Hello friends, welcome to FreeCAD tutorial, and in this tutorial we will model this part, and you can see that I have already modeled it in FreeCAD, and it is matching with the isometric view of reference drawing. We will refer the dimension of front, top and side view, and we will create this part from the scratch. So for this tutorial I am using the FreeCAD version 1.0, and for this tutorial you must have at least FreeCAD version 1.0 or higher. Now I will close this file and I will create a new file, and I will show you from the scratch how you can model this part. You can also visit my website macnexus.com, where I write articles and tutorials on FreeCAD, and you can also access my 3D part library of a FreeCAD. You can download the part from here and you can use in your projects with modifications. You can also access my 2D drawing library, where you can download these 2D drawings, and you can create 3D models with respect to these drawings. You can also support me on ko-fi.com. You can buy me a cup of coffee. Your small support will help this channel to grow, and it will motivate me to create more awesome content on FreeCAD. You can find my ko-fi donation page link in a video description, as well as you can also see my ko-fi page URL on this header. So let's come back to our tutorial. Now I will create a new file, and first thing which I will do is to create a body and then create a sketch, and I will select this right plane, and now here we will refer this side view. So here first we will create this arc of R50, and for this we will use the 3-point arc. I will create a 3-point arc, and here I will select the center and add a coincidence, and then I will draw the two vertical line, one here and one here, and I will select smart dimension and give it a value 50, and now I will select again smart dimension and add a value 80, and from center it is 40, and now this is radius is constrained, and now here we will create 3-point arc at both the sides. Let's make this line shorter, and we will again use the 3-point arc and create 3-point arc at the left and right side, and now we see that from center to this center is of 20 mm. So I will select a smart dimension, select this and add a dimension 20 mm, and we have defined the vertical position. So now I will select this and this, and I will select horizontal constraint, so that this is a horizontal, and now we will again create a vertical line, and we will constrain these two centers of distance 115, and this is the symmetric. So if you see, these centers and this center are free to move, so we will use a symmetricity constraint. Select this point and this axis, and we will select a smart dimension and select this to this, and define here position 115. Now we will create two vertical line, one is on the left hand side and one is on the right hand side. Now I will apply the constraint vertical, and here we will create a 3-point arc. Select a 3-point arc, select this point, and here select this and this, and add a coincidence constraint, and here we will add a tangency. Similarly, we will select this line and arc and add a tangency. And now from this center to this center is of a 40 mm, so we will select a smart dimension, and we will provide 40 mm. And now here we will stretch this line at both the side, and we will add a tangency on both the sides, left as well as on the right side, so add a tangent. And now let's see what is the unconstrained. So this radius is unconstrained, so here is a radius R25 is given, so we will select a smart dimension and we will give it a 25. So now you can see that our sketch is fully constrained. And now we will come out of the sketch and create a pad of 10 mm. If we see in this view, so this is the pad of 10 mm. So we will select the sketch, click on the pad, and from here we will set it reverse or keep as it is, and say OK. And now we will create a next profile, which is this one, and here if we see in a side view, so first we will create a solid rod, solid profile. So I will select the face and click on the sketch, and here we will automatically get the center. And now we will create a circle of a diameter 30. Select the circle, and here we can see the value diameter 30, and we will extrude it to the distance of 70 mm. So select a smart dimension, give it 30, and here we will extrude it to the distance of 70. So select the sketch, click on the pad and make it 70, and say OK, and press 0 for isometric view. And now we will create this round profile. Now we will select this face and click on the sketch, press 0 for isometric, and rotate the model position and set to the left view. So we will project this radius, click on the project geometry and project this, and select the circle. And now this is of a diameter 30, which we can see here. Select it and give the value 30, and now we will extrude it to the distance of 20 mm. Close it and extrude it to the distance of 20 mm. Say OK. And now if we see our isometric view, now we will create this face. So we will directly select this face because we have extruded to the 20 mm, and we will create this slotted like profile on this face. So we have selected the face, we will click on the sketch, press 0 for isometric, and from here switch to the flat lines, and let's rotate our model to this position. And now we will create a projected geometry here by projecting this diameter. And now I will select the slot tool. I will create a slot, Now we will define the diameter. Instead of that, we will select a radius and give it a 20 mm, and from here we will switch to the wireframe. So here we will select it and made it vertical, and let's make this center coincidence. And let's add a reference dimension from this to this and make it reference, because we require this center to center dimension, which is 40, which we can see here in a side view. So this is the reference dimension, and this is how you can add the reference dimension. Now we will create a pad of a 10 mm. We have created this profile, and now this thickness is of a 10 mm. So first I will switch to the flat lines and select this sketch and click on the pad, and from here we will add a 10 mm. And now we will create this round profile on this face, whose detail we can see here, which is of a diameter 40. So we will select the face and click on the sketch, and now go to the isometric, set model to the right orientation, and here we will project geometry and select the circle and create a circle. And now we will create the pad of 30 mm. Select the sketch, click on the pad and say 30. So here first we will save our part, and now let's move to the next feature. In the next feature we will create this cut here. So for this we will select the face and click on the sketch, and here I will click on the project geometry and project this outer diameter, and here I will create two circles, and now I will select this and made it equal, and inner diameter is of 20 mm. So I will select smart dimension and set it 20, and now this cut is of 40 mm. So select the sketch, click on extrude cut and say 40 and say OK. Now let's move to the next feature. Next feature is to add the pad of a 5 mm. So here I will select the face and click on the sketch, press 0 for isometric, and now here we will project this diameter. Click on project geometry and we will project this diameter on this face, and now we will create a circle here, and we will select this and construction and add a equal constraint and click on close, and add the pad of 5 mm. Click the pad and give the pad of 5 mm and say OK. Now let's move to the next feature. Next feature is to here is a drill of a diameter 2, which is the depth of a 20 mm. So we will select the face and click on the sketch, and here I will simply create a circle and define its diameter 2 mm, and here I will give the depth of a 20, and here give the depth 20 mm and say OK. Now we will create this keyway profile. So we will select the face and click on the sketch, and here first I will set my model to the right orientation, and from here I will switch to the flat lines and switch to the right view, and for better visibility I will switch to the wireframe here. So we wanted to create a keyway profile like here. So here I will simply select a rectangle and create a rectangle, and here is a depth of 20 and width is of 2 mm, and from the center it is of 7. So I will select a smart dimension, select this and this, and give it a 7 mm, and now I will make it symmetric from the axis. So select this point and this axis, select a smart dimension and give it a 2 mm, and here we wanted to remove the material, so we will keep this value approximate. Let's give the 5 mm and now close it. So we have the profile here. Select the sketch, click on the cut, and from here give the 20 mm, say OK. Now let's move to the next feature. Next feature is to give the fillet of 2 mm. Here is a R2. So I will press Ctrl key, select this edge and this edge and go to the fillet and give here 2 mm, say OK. So this completes our model, and you can see that we have did everything from the scratch, and our model is matching with the isometric view, and fillet is of R2 at all locations. So if fillet is missing somewhere, you can add the fillet. So this is all about this part modeling tutorial, and this tutorial is designed for the beginner user of FreeCAD to understand the sketching in FreeCAD and how we can project geometry, give the reference dimensions, fillets, and how to read a drawing, because converting a 2D drawing into the 3D model is required the good knowledge of drawing reading. So this is all about this tutorial, and you can practice this part with respect to the drawing. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your valuable time.